Hey everybody, my name is Molly. I am a friend of Kristen's. I am a nurse, a mom of 2 little boys, and a very freshly certified ACE personal trainer. I say very fresh because this is all very out of my comfort zone, very new to me. But I'm going to jump in on this mobility challenge with Kristen. I've met some of you already. I hope to meet more of you in the future. Hopefully we can kind of learn together. I know I am in desperate need of this challenge myself. You'll see in the videos ahead that sometimes I also struggle with mobility, and so I'm right here with you guys, learning along beside you. So bear with me as we kind of figure this out together. Let's get into it. Okay, this is the standing pullover. First of all, you're going to hold the dumbbell above your head, and then you're going to kind of reach back until that you feel like you can't go back any further. Make sure you're keeping your core engaged. You can kind of watch me do this. I always struggle to remember to do that, and reach back until you feel like you can't anymore. You're going to do this about 8 times with a 2-second pause at the bottom. Next up, we have a Jefferson curl. You're going to start standing up straight with any kind of weight. You can stand on top of a box if you have one, or anything to give you a little leverage. You're going to start standing up straight with your chin tucked, and you're going to go down kind of like 1 vertebra at a time, if you can imagine that, until you really can't go any further. And then starting at your tailbone, you're going to kind of slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, go back up. And you're going to feel a nice, really good stretch right there. For those of you like me with lower back pain, this is going to both be challenging and feel probably pretty good at the same time. If you can't do it, like get the weight below your feet, feel free to just stand on the ground. That's totally fine. You're going to just do the same kind of move that you see me doing here. Slowly letting the weight and kind of like gravity pull you down. It's a nice stretch, especially for that spine. Yep, slowly coming back up. And next we have the tabletop crossover. I hate to admit, like, these like humbled me so bad. You can see I couldn't even make it all the way across. The goal is to get in a tabletop position, reach your arm above, and then you want to almost make like kind of like a swimming move and go back to the other side and touch the ground while keeping your feet on the floor. But you can see you could do a regression here. Just do it the same move, just sitting. Just make sure you keep your butt cheeks on the ground. It's a great stretch for your spine. I clearly need to work on this one, but it felt pretty good. All right, next up we have the single lump to make sure you stand up straight. You can do it one leg if you feel good about your balance. I felt like I needed a little more stability, so I used the other leg as kind of like a prop. But keep your leg straight, your knee locked. I kept my hand on my lower back to remind me, because you kind of want to lean forward until you feel the curve in your lower back start to flatten out. All right, next we have seated good mornings. Sit on the edge of a box, couch, chair, whatever you have. Legs bent, feet turned out. Sit up tall. Arch your low back and lean your torso as close to the floor as possible. Pull the fleshy part of your butt out too to kind of help you remember to sit on your sits bones. You should really feel it in your hamstrings and hips. If you need more challenge, like you can see here, you can add a little weight to it. And if it's too difficult to do it while sitting, feel free to do it while standing. This is a really great one for hip mobility, and like we said, just kind of loosening up your hamstrings as well. And you can add as much weight or as little weight as you want. You're still going to get the benefits even just doing it body weight. And you can see that I'm just going to demonstrate here that you can do it as just standing as well. You're still going to get the that nice stretch in your hammies and your hips. And honestly, I felt it a little bit in my low back too, and kind of like a nice little stretch there. Okay, so these are the 90-90 transitions. I almost left this out because like you can see me like flailing around and struggling here, but I was like, nope, this is real life. I'm a real person and I'm learning right beside you guys. So ideally you could do this from a deep squat hold, transition to the 90-90 with your knees, and then back to the squat hold. But if you're like me and you struggle, that is okay. We're just gonna do the knees are gonna go 90 degrees. We're gonna do that back and forth. If you could do 10 each side, that would be great. It's a great stretch for the hips. All right, now we have horse stance squats. You're going to kind of almost do like a sumo squat type squat here. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in your inner thighs, and your hamstrings as well. Try to do about 10 of these. You're gonna lower down until you can't anymore, and then come back up. Feel free to add some weight if you want to do kind of like a goblet squat, but the stretch on its own, it really is good enough. It's a great one to open up those hips as well. All right, moving on, we have some wrist work to do. We have palm pillaways. You're gonna put your palms flat on the ground, keep your fingers on the floor. The thumbs can come up, and you're going to reach back until you feel a stretch in your wrists, and then you're gonna do your very best to put your elbows on the ground. You can see that I cannot do that. Definitely something I'm gonna have to work on as well, but super great for the wrist mobility. All right, that's it.